So today we'll discuss some database part, right? So how to store any value into database. Before moving to that part, we'll see we have several types of that. Like we have done relational and relational. We'll see each of them, right? So first we'll see the introduction, then we'll look into that for that type as well. First topic we'll discuss databases and SQL. Okay. So what is database? So database is an organized collection of data. Like we have multiple data. So in Java we have seen array and array list, right? When we want to store multiple value, right? So array list and array is what? Collections of data, right? In array we can store multiple data. In array list we can store multiple data. Same when we'll come to database. A database is in collections of data. So it can be easily accessed, like we can easily manage those data. If you want to store some data into the database, you can easily manage that. Like if you want to add some data, if you want to update some data, if you want to remove, if you want to delete some data, so in DBMS with the help of that you can do these type of thing very easily, right? So let me add what is database here. So a database is an organized collections of data. Okay, this part is clear. And it can be easily accessed. It means if you have stored some data into database, if you want to access those data, so it is very easy to access those data. If you want to update something, if you want to delete something, it is very easy, right? So it can be easily accessed. Okay, now to manage those data or to manage those databases, like we have stored multiple data into this database, so to manage those databases we'll use DBMS. What is this DBMS? Database management system, DBMS. Okay, let me change their color with it. Alright, so a database is an organized collections of data. It can easily accessed via with this DBMS. So when we want to access those data, when we want to do any modification, any deletion, so we'll use this DBMS. Now we have different types of DBMS. Okay, so we have two types of databases. First one is non-relational database. Okay, non-relational DBMS, and second one is second one is relational databases, right? Now we'll see how we will store any value to non-relational DBMS and how we will store value to relational DBMS. Any doubt up to this? What is database? What is DBMS? Inside DBMS we have two types. One is relational DBMS and other one is non-relational DBMS. Now one by one we'll see what is the difference between relational and non-relational DBMS and how we'll store value into non-relational DBMS and relational DBMS. So in DBMS we'll see like that we want to store the value with the help of this SQL, right? So we'll see that SQL query and everything inside this relational database management system, right? So here I have written here two types, non-relational and relational DBMS, but mostly we will cover this relational DBMS part. I will show you like how to store value inside non-relational DBMS, but mostly we'll focus on this one, relational DBMS part. All right. Now we'll see what is this non-relational database management system. Okay. So first one is non-relational database or DBMS shortcut. Okay. So you can say non-RDBMS, non-relational DBMS. Okay. Wait, why have I did this in small? Yeah. Now in non-RDBMS, data is stored in which form? In key value pairs. You have seen hash map, right? How we will store value into hash map? With the help of key and pair, right? Key pair. Let me open Eclipse as well. So here again I will show you like the way we are storing data in hash map with the help of key and pair. So if you want to store any data in non-RDBMS, they will store that data with the help of key and value. So key value pair, they will store that data, right? Let's open, yeah. Let me create one class. All right. So map string object. Okay. Map equal to new. Okay. So map dot put. Some key, for example, name. Then string value my name. Map dot age 10, right? If I print this, we'll get all the value whatever we have stored inside this map, right? We get this one, name equal to Amis, age equal to 10. So left side is our key, right side is our value. Left side is our key, right side is our value. So we will store value into non-relational database management system in this order, with the help of key, with the help of value. So key value pair. So key and value is one pair. So if we have any key, we have that their value as well, key and pair. Got it? So in non-RDBMS, data is stored in key value pair. Got it? Example like hash map. Like hash map. Got it? Now let me show you one example. Like this. Drag this. Okay. Name, colon and value. Okay. Next we have stored age. So age colon 10. All right. If you have any other key like phone, mobile, so mobile always is in the double quote. After that colon, and when we have some value. All right. So if you want to store value into non-RDBMS management system, they will store that value in this form. In key value pair, they will always store those value. This one is like same hash map. This one is key, this one is value. This one is key, this one is value. This one is key, and this one is value. Got it? So in non-RDBMS, we will store data in this order. Okay. Now in non-RDBMS, so we have different software that we can use for storing these data in non-RDBMS. For example, we have MongoDB. In MongoDB you can use for MongoDB is for non-RDBMS. All right. We have Amazon DynamoDB. You can use for storing that non-RDBMS data. We have Redis, etc. Right? So we have these non-RDBMS databases where you can store data in this format. Okay, in this, or you can say they will store in non-RDBMS. Let me add one more point. In non-RDBMS, will store data in the form of object, you can say, right? So this whole, here our curly braces starts, here our curly braces ends. This whole is what? This whole is one object. So this one is one object. You can say this one is name, age, mobile. This one is some student object. So we have one class student, right? Inside a student we have three fields: name, age and mobile, like this. So we have one class sorry, not here, class student. Inside that we have string name, then we have string age, no, string not age, integer age, int age, then we have string mobile, right? So this is same as this one. We have created object of this student class, you can say. Inside the student we have name, we have age, we have mobile. These three key: name, age, mobile.
Maybe please off your.
Yeah. Hello. Okay. So This is same as this one. We have created one class. Inside that class we have created three fields: name, age, mobile. The same way in this non-RDBMS we have used this name, age and mobile. So this is same as this one. Okay, so for example for purpose just I have shown you this one. Copy and I am pasting it here for more clarity. Got it? So this is your non-RDBMS, right? Now we'll go for what is RDBMS. Let me save this one. We'll create one folder here, SQL, because mostly we have to cover that SQL part. So that SQL part came under second one, RDBMS. That's why I have just shown you how to store, like how can we store data in non-RDBMS, in which order. So with the help of key value pair you can store data into that. All right, now we'll see what is RDBMS. So any doubt up to this, anyone? What is databases, what is DBMS, what is non-RDBMS, what is relational databases? Now we'll see this relational one. So before relational DBMS, if you have any query you can ask. Okay, I will take it as no. All right, now we'll see RDBMS. This is relational database management system. Okay, so in non-RDBMS we are storing data in which form? With the help in object with the help of key value pair. But in RDBMS data is stored in tabular format. Got it? So in non-RDBMS we are storing data in the form of object or in key value pair, but in RDBMS data is stored in tabular format. Got it? Now what is tabular format? Let me open Excel sheet. We'll add new one. So see here I have selected these. So this one is what? This one is column. You all are aware of this one, right? This one is our column and this one is our row. So vertical thing is column and horizontal thing is our row. So this one is what? This one is row, and this one is okay, this one is our row and this one is our column, right? So in RDBMS we will store data in tabular format. So any tabular means table. So if we are creating any table that contain two things, one is row, another one is column. So if we are seeing we have any table, so that table contain two things. One is row, another one is column. Okay, let me remove all those things. It's not that. So we have, so let me create one table. I will give that table name as a student. All right, So I'm creating one table with name student. Okay, that table contain how many column? For example, that contain their name, email, sorry, email, mobile, college, that's it, or one age. Okay, name is one column, email is one column, mobile is one column, this one is college, this one is age. All right, let me give some color to this student. And let me merge these. We have that button. Okay, no worry. So this one is our name. So let me change their color as well. Or I will give that border also. Border, this one. Border. So this is our name, email, mobile, college, age. I am giving my name here. I am giving my email here. So let me drag this one. amis@gmail.com. 1 2 3 4 5, college abcd, age 20. All right, so we have added one row over there. In this student table we have created these field: name, email, mobile, college, age. So these are what? These are column name. Got it? So that name, so now we'll come to Java part. When we are creating any class, right? So we have name, age, mobile, college, and now we have name, email, mobile, college, age. Name, email, we have missed email. If you see here, we have created these 5 fields in our Java class. Java student class, we have created these 5 fields. The same way in this table, in this student table, just assume in Java we have a student class, but in RDBMS we have this student table, class table. Got it? Inside this student class we have these 5 fields: name, email, age, mobile, and college. The same way in this student table we have name, we have email, mobile, college, age. So if we want to store some value to this name, email, age, mobile, and college, what we'll do? We'll create their getter setter, right? To store some value via this setter method, to get those value via this getter method, right? And we'll do what? We'll create object of that class, right? Only after that we can store some value to this variable: name, email, age, and other one. Now we'll come to this table part. We have this student table, we have these fields. It means we have these columns. So name, email, mobile, college, age are what? Columns inside this column. Now we have stored first value like name and their name, email and their name, mobile and their mobile number, college and their college, age and their age. So this one is first row. Got it? If you want to store other name, what we'll do? abcd, some email, abcd@gmail.com, mobile, age. Got it? So in this format, how to store data in RDBMS? So in tabular format we will store data into RDBMS. So that tabular format contain what? One table. Inside that table we have column, we have row. So we have to provide column name first, and then If we want to add some value, so that value is called as a row. So if we have added one student value, so that whole student value is called as a one row. So this one is first student data. Second one is second student data. Third row contain third student data. Fourth row contain fourth student data. All right. Now we'll come to this. Yeah. So in RDBMS, data is stored in tabular format. Just wait 1 minute. Yeah. So in RDBMS, data is stored in tabular format like this. So let me take a screenshot of this. Okay. Let me paste here. Yeah. So we'll store data in RDBMS in this format, in tabular format. Just wait. I'll back in 1 minute. Yeah, sorry. Now we'll see the next part. Okay, so we have seen how to create table, like inside table we have their row, we have their column, right? So here a student is a table. This student is one table. So a student is table name inside the database. Got it? Now we have second point. The first row, right? This one, name, email, mobile, college and age. This is also one row, but this row is called as what? Attribute. So the first row is the attributes of the table. Okay, so attribute, when you will see this topic attribute, it means whatever column name we have, that one is your attribute. Got it? So attribute name is equal to column name. So if you are creating any table, it is mandatory to create their attribute, right? So we have created this student table. Inside a student table, we have name attribute, email attribute, mobile attribute, college attribute, age attribute. Got it? So the first row is the attributes of the table. Got it? Each row contain each row after attribute row. Remember this point. Each row, but after attributes row. After attributes row contains the data of a student. So each single row contains data of a student. Okay, so after this attribute row, we have this one, Amish at the gmail.com, their mobile, their college and their age. So this This row is called as a data of a student, right? So we have stored two user data in this student table. Got it? Now we'll see how to create this table in RDBMS and how to create this column and how to insert those value inside that, right? So any doubt up to this database? What is relational database management system and what is non-relational database management system? Okay, got it. Now for this RDBMS, like in where is that? Yeah, here we have seen for non-RDBMS which software will use. We have MongoDB, we have Amazon DynamoDB, we have Redis. So for Java program we have used this Eclipse IDE, right? To writing our Java program we have used this software Eclipse. The same way for RDBMS. For RDBMS we will use which software, right? So for RDBMS here we'll use MySql database. We have different RDBMS database. We have Oracle SQL, we have SQL developer, right? We have SQL server. We have different RDBMS databases, but here we'll see MySQL, in Java program we have seen Eclipse in one IDE. The same way we'll see our all RDBMS SQL query in MySQL database. Okay, so you all have to install this MySQL database. I will let you know how to install this MySQL. If you have MySQL, it is fine. If you didn't have that one, I will help you for in their installation as well. Okay. So if you want to store data in MySQL database, like if you want to use this RDBMS, so with the help of SQL query, with the help of SQL query you can add, update, delete any table, column, row in RDBMS. So what will use for that operation? SQL query. Now we'll see what is SQL query. All right. What is SQL query? SQL full form is structured query language. Okay, so this structured query language, so to work with relational database we will use this structured query language. All right, to work with relational databases we will use SQL query. If you'll use Oracle SQL, if you want to use SQL developer or SQL server or MySQL, everywhere you have to use this SQL query. For different environment, like some minor changes were there, except that all SQL queries and their concept is same. Some syntax is different in MySQL, in Oracle you will get some different syntax, but concept is same in every RDBMS. All right. So inside this SQL, what we'll see, if you want to create any database, create data. So if you want to create any database, we'll use that query. Okay, inside that database, if you want to create tables, so create table in database. So if you want to create any table, what is the first process? First we have to create one database. So as like we have used Eclipse IDE for Java, right? What is the first process? First we have to create this project. We'll create first project, and inside that project we will create our package and our class, right? the same way the same way when you'll so this database is same as this project. So if you want to write any program in Java, first you will create one project. If you want to create any table in Java, if you want to write any SQL query in MySql or anywhere, first you have to create database. Inside that database, or you can say inside that project, you will create your class, or you will create your table class, class table. Just remember these things. Database is same as project, and this table is same as class. So first you will create database, and inside that database or inside that project you will create this table or class. Got it? So inside that database we will create table. Okay, after creating those table, if you want to insert data in table, okay, if you want to read that data, you can do that as well. All right, if you want to update the data, read that data, update that data, you can do that as well. If you want to delete that data, you can do that as well with the help of SQL query. You can delete databases as well, right? So we have this project. If you want to delete this project, just you have to right click and click to this delete button. The same way, if we have created any databases, and if you want to delete those databases, you can delete those databases as well with the help of this SQL query. Got it? Or you can delete only databases table as well. Got it? So with the help of SQL query, we can perform these operations. All right. So any doubt up to this? What is DBMS? What is non-RDBMS? What is RDBMS? And what is SQL? When we'll have to go for non-RDBMS? When we'll have to go for RDBMS? Any doubt up to this? If you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay, I will take it as no. Now you will have to install RDBMS. All right. So I told you which RDBMS software you'll use for this. MySql. Right. So we'll use this MySql Workbench. This one. I have already installed that one, right? This one. It's opening. So this is our MySql Workbench, right? For Java, we have used Eclipse IDE. For SQL query, we will use this MySql Workbench. Now, how to install this? This is very simple. Just open open this MySql. Just write MySql or MySql Workbench in Google, and just click to this MySql Workbench. Right? Go to this download section. Where is that customer download? Why they have why it's going this side? Download now. Yeah, I'll forward this link in that group. First, just you have to open this link, and so here we have to download this thing, right? So if after once you download this one, I have already downloaded this one, and I already have that MySQL installed in my system. So it will ask for this login and this one, right? So just click to this. No thanks. Just start my download. All right. So they will not ask for login. So it will get downloaded in your system. Once it will get downloaded in your system, just click to this one, run. So I already have this in my system. Okay, just click to this next, and then select next because it will select the default drive where they will install that MySQL Workbench, and then clicks to next, and here just choose this custom one, not the complete one, because we want to perform only SQL query and some normal query into that, so we don't have to go for this complete or incomplete. They will install many different things. Just click to this custom one and click to this next. All right, and just you have to select next, and it will get installed in your system, right? I will upload that SQL this file also in that WhatsApp group. So that's it for today. So tomorrow perform, yeah, close, finish. So tomorrow we'll see how to create databases inside MySQL Workbench. So for today, you have that task. You have to install that MySQL Workbench in your system. I will provide that link, and I will provide that MySQL installer in that WhatsApp group as well. So you have to install that RDBMS software into that, and tomorrow we'll see how to perform these operations inside that RDBMS MySQL system. Okay, so thank you for joining. That's it for today. Thank you.
Thank you.